Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, the Knight of Justice, back again with another power scaling video. In this video, we'll be covering the various powers and abilities of Superman Blue. Now, I don't see really a lot of people talk much about Superman Blue, and they quite underestimate just how powerful this version of Post-Crisis really is. So, in this video, we'll be covering how strong he is and just how more relevant he should be than people give him credit for. But before we begin, if you like the video, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Also comment down below. Hit the notification button to stay tuned for more videos when they come out in the future. And stay around. But with that out of the way, let's get into it. Like I said before, Superman Blue would be just a more powerful or stronger version of Post-Crisis Superman, and he would scale to his previous feats. I've already done a video on Post-Crisis Superman, so if you want a more detailed video on him, check out the video in the link in the description below. But to get a general idea how powerful Superman Blue would be off of Post-Crisis feats, I will summarize a few feats that Post-Crisis has performed. Some lower showings show that Superman is able to throw a compressed solar system away from Earth. Superman, along with Wonder Woman, Shazam, and John Stewart, were able to survive attacks from the Void Hound, which is capable of annihilating 10 star systems in just a test firing. Superman is able to tank a blast from Sun Eater, which can destroy star systems. Some higher end showings is for, well, more universal consistent feats for him. Superman fighting against Nebula Man, who was a living universe. Superman fought Monarch, whose quantum power is like the Big Bang, and whose fight with Captain Atom was twisting space-time and causing compressed universes to explode. Captain Atom has destroyed and created the universe and can freely control it, and was going to destroy several universes. Post-Crisis Superman fought with Golden Age Superman, and they were rewriting timelines and shattering a space-time continuum. It was repeatedly stated that they would destroy each other's universes, and then eventually they started shattering the universe again. And they were again shown rewriting timelines. Even the DC website confirms that the two were shattering the space-time continuum in their fight. Superman overwhelmed Starman, who defeated Dark Lord Marjolo, who can become a universe. Superman fought against the Imperious Pros for several days, who individually fought against a mortal wound Aquaman, who can cause the universe to collapse on itself. Superman fought against 30th Century Mordru, who has all the magical power of a universe. Superman is able to push through the boundaries of space and time, and then defeat the embodiment of his own death, who can cause the universe to compress on Superman, only for him to overcome it and defeat death. Superman can withstand attacks and damage the Lord of Time, who has fourth dimensional power. But now you get the idea that these feats will only upscale or just further solidify that Superman Blue would just be a more powerful version of Post-Crisis. And, well, he would just scale off of his previous feats, of course. As Superman Blue, he was an intangible being made of pure energy. In the beginning, when he first had these powers, he couldn't fully use them at their best because he was quite new to them. But with his incredible willpower and a suit specially designed for him, he was soon able to use these powers to their fullest potential. As Superman Blue, he was said to be stronger and faster than he was before, so he would be more improved in his base state or his normal self. But with this new form of powers, it also came with some new powers and abilities. Superman is able to take out Wonder Woman in one hit using his intangibility and his power over kinetic energy, redirecting the force of her attack right back at her. Superman was able to combat a stronger amp version of Doomsday named Bada Boom, Bada Bing, Bada Boomsday that Mr. Mixie resurrected to fight him. This new Doomsday was made of fifth dimensional magic, something that Superman would be conventionally vulnerable to, and even with that hand for Doomsday, Superman was still able to combat this Doomsday. The only reason he didn't defeat it due to Mr. Mixie's plot hacks. He could have beaten Doomsday, but it had to follow the conventional way of Superman when he originally fought against Doomsday. So Superman could have beaten him if it wasn't for Mr. Mixie's hacks. Superman was able to fight evenly and get the upper hand with Brainiac 13. Keep in mind that Superman has also fought Brainiac 13 before, and Brainiac 13 can ravage timelines and rewrite the universe. There was also a time when Superman states he can reach the source, which is at the end of creation itself, instantly. He was even compared to the new god Light Ray, who was basically the Flash of the new gods, and was stated to be better suited match for the mission at hand. Superman was able to resist the Millennium God in this state as a result of his willpower and was draining his life force, and could alter the energy that his body was composed of, all allowing it to become one with some kind of magical device inside of this device. He found the screaming souls of 1 billion individuals and was able to not only draw strength from them, but also wrap his will around it and overpowering it, this collective consciousness, and returning every single soul back to their bodies, freeing them. Superman also has the ability to adjust his own energy wavelength to bring other phasing beings back into the regular tangible reality. Superman also gains this energy manipulation also gives Superman some extraordinary perception that allows him to see souls and see beings who are phased into other dimensions. He's able to drain the energy from an energy draining monster just by spinning. There's also on 2 separate occasions Superman energy absorption was able to directly bypass the abilities of Parasite, who was able to absorb powers from other beings, such as Superman, which is his whole entire nature revolves around absorbing other beings' power for his own. Keep in mind that Parasite has drained the likes of Martian Manhunter, Base Superman, and Aztec's 4th dimensional limited energy. He's also able to absorb Kismet's energy and yet can't handle Superman's energy absorption. Superman is also able to manipulate the electro impulses within someone's body. He did this to Kyle Rayner to prevent him from using his powers, even when the anti-type equation failed to do so. As Superman Blue, he has incredible regeneration capabilities to where he's able to regenerate after turning into radio waves. This can also said to be carried on to his normal state. When Brainiac 13 digitized him, he was able to reform himself as Superman Blue, but with a little help from Brainiac 5. Even after being torn apart into thousands of different pieces, he was able to not only regenerate, but also create Superman Red as a result. He's also able to create a construct of consistent electro molecules to trap E-Link despite his ability to walk through solid matter. When Superman Blue created Superman Red, their existence of the duality was breaking the very laws of nature and awoke the Millennium Giants for their existing. Against Modal, he was able to interfere with the disruption of his own sub-attack that were said to be capable of destroying all matter, and even was able to directly resist the effects of light from heaven, something that only the purest souls can withstand. Superman was also able to escape the antimatter prison, which is described as a 4th dimensional revolving door that exists in 2 places at once. Despite this, he was still able to easily escape, which can also be called as an immeasurable speed feat. Kismet even tried to utilize Superman Blue's newfound powers, which is implied that it is beyond her 11th to 12th dimensional powers. Even when Joker was amped by the Philosopher's Stone at the time, the Philosopher's Stone being an artifact whose power comes directly from the source and transcends space and time, Superman was able to manipulate the electrical impulses within his body just as he did against Kyle Rayner to prevent him from using his powers. But with all that out of the way, how strong is Superman Blue? Well, going off of his showings, he should at least be a lot more powerful than post-crisis Superman, who is consistently universal plus to likely low multiversal. So Superman will be the same. Superman Blue will be the same on like a higher scale. But he does have higher end showings, though they're not, because he wouldn't scale them normally, though he has higher end showings to where he scales to like 1A scaling. but on a consistent basis, he should at least be high into Universal Plus to low Multiversal. But that's it for today. Superman Blue is an incredibly powerful version of post-crisis Superman, and it's strange that not many people talk about him, regardless, even though he's incredibly powerful. My next Superman video will be covering Superman at his most greatest feats, from his Fate State to Boom Tomb Amps to probably his narrative / cosmic armor self. I'll also be covering a few of Rebirth Superman's abilities and powers, though I'll be doing a lot more research on that, so that video will be a little bit on the side for the time being. In the meantime, I will be doing a video on Ultron, Metrogabora, SCP-682, and the One Above All. But without the way, hope you liked the video. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. Also comment down below. Hit the notification button for more videos, and stay tuned for when they come out. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.